Hey, can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Here we go again. Here go the trippy.
Yeah. You know what? Whatever you're doing, just keep it that way. Just keep it there.
That's what I'm trying to stay as still as possible right now.
I don't know what was going on. Let's kick it back off, but let's find out who is Ruben Shaw. Tell the listeners out there who you are.
Like I said, man, Ruben Shaw, Jamaican American actor, artist, producer.
Yeah,
I'm the eldest grandson of the reggae icon Denroy Morgan, nephew
yeah,
of Morgan Heritage, the great group. And I'm just out here living my best life. You know what I mean? Doing my thing.
for real. Definitely. But you know what? When people say to you, that the legendary Denroy Morgan, what's that like to you? What's that like for you as his grandson?
It's an honor. I mean, it's great to see, how my grandfather has gained so much respect
Mm.
all amongst the whole entire world. And
Yeah,
to be his eldest grandchild, not let alone a part of his lineage, is a
mhm,
blessing. But
yeah,
it's a lot to carry. As a kid, it was like, yeah, my granddad is famous, but now I'm grown, so it's like,
yeah,
yo, you gotta, like, your granddad's famous, so you better,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
but it's great, man. I don't know any other life, so I
yeah.
couldn't say anything else other than it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And I've spoke with your granddad, and he, what, he is a very inspiring man, for real.
Yeah, man, spiritual.
Definitely, definitely.
He's great, man. He's an awesome dude.
For real. So you know what? Tell us about your journey, because you have a very interesting journey. You've been an actor, you've done music, and I kind of wanted to know where that passion came from. I know your lineage is like a part of that, but
Yeah,
you as a person, where did it come from?
it's always been there. Since I was a child, I always had
Yeah,
the dreams and the desires. I was born, when I was born, Heritage, they were young kids too. So,
mm,
we were young together in some sort of
yeah,
way. We're Jamaican, so our age, uncle and nephew age ain't really that much far apart. But
for real.
yeah, so I would see them doing their thing, and I would just want to do it too. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? And as you can see, over time, obviously my parents, they went, we grew a different life,
Yeah,
in a different area. We lived in Atlanta, Georgia growing up. And while they
yeah,
were doing big things all over the world, and just growing up and then being exposed to all different kinds of entertainment, movies, and all kind of different things, it just
yeah,
fueled the fire that started off as just a little bit of fire, just fueled it into some big old thing that ain't
yeah,
stopped burning. It just
yeah,
don't stop burning, you know what I mean? And it won't stop burning.
for real. And so, what made you get into acting? Because I've seen like the vibes, like Barbershop 3. That was a fire. That was a fire one. You've been with Ice Cube, Nicki Minaj, so
Yeah,
many great other people as well.
yeah.
But was there a film that you thought, what, I want to do that?
Yeah, man. I mean, all of them, once I got into acting, all of them, I had to say, yo, I gotta try to get in this joint.
Yeah,
I gotta get in it. You know what I'm saying? But what led me into the acting game was, I was producing music. So I had placed music on Single Ladies on VH1 back in like 2011, and I was
yeah,
working under hip hop legend Daddy O, and he was showing me the game, and he was like, yo, music's only 10% of the game. You need
yeah,
to expand your horizons. I was ignorant at that time, and I didn't want to hear nothing that he was saying about that because I grew up in music. Um,
yeah,
and because I had a job and I had a young son at the time, you
mhm,
know, I had a job. I had to do what the job told me. So they had me
yeah,
start writing scripts and had me start, doing all kind of things. And that led to being behind the scenes. And then that led to me being in front of the camera over time. And once I
yeah,
got in front of the camera, everybody was like, yo, you look good. You supposed to be on camera. Yo, you have it. So I said, all
yeah,
right. And it's a different hustle. So, music, you grind and you hustle and you push your music, and, you wait for that to come. But with film, I always get, you know, that compensation that I desire.
Yeah. And you know, I wanted to ask you this question. Was acting an escape from music?
It's a great question. It is an
Mhm.
escape from music for me.
Okay.
For me,
Mhm.
I grew up in music.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't have a choice but to see all these people in my family go on tour and be famous and all this, that, and the other. And then there's so much people in my family. Everybody was trying to be in the game. There were studios in every house. I was in the studio. My uncle's in the studio. Cousins in the studio. It's like that all the time. And
Yeah.
then, you know, you start thinking, yo, is it ever going to be my time?
Mm.
So for
Wow.
me, my mind, I'm an entertainer, so I was just like, you know, I don't really care what anybody gonna say or do. I'm gonna find my way in this
Yeah.
game. And when I finally got into acting and I was able to express some of the
Mm.
some of the things that was inside of me, not
Yeah.
particularly from the script, but you know, if you have a role that says you gotta be angry, some you know, there's some of this can come out.
Mm.
That's really the escape for me, and I find it to be something that I want more and more each day.
Yeah. Wow. That's very powerful, man.
Or
Definitely. Yeah. That I'm feeling that, you know, and the reason why I asked you it was because, you know, you, like you said, you've been growing up with music all your life.
right,
That's all you kind of know. And I wanted to know, okay, you've got music, you've got a talent in music as well. And I wanted to know why you kind of ventured in your own path. And that was kind of why I asked you it, really.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
because the music path was so hard. I mean, no,
Mm.
just because you in a famous, yeah, you in a famous family, but it's even 10 times harder. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I work with everybody. I work with
Mm.
everybody you can imagine, from Neo to Music Soul Child to B5 to Stevie
Yeah.
J in the music
Mm.
studio and the music realms, coming up in the game on my own, trying to make it in the game.
Mm.
And I'm just now getting to the point where felt comfortable to drop music. No, so
Yeah.
it was it was a journey, and during that journey, I had to still find a way to make a living. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So the movies came in and it worked, and
Yeah.
they still want me in more movies, so I gotta keep doing
Yeah.
it.
Definitely. You know, tell us
Yeah.
about when what was it? You did a celebration for Robert De Niro, you know, Dirty Grandpa. How did that kind of come about? Because Robert De Niro, everybody knows of him. Yeah. And I wanted to know, how did Ruben Shaw get a piece of that cake? Come on.
That was the first major movie I was ever in.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
to be honest, I had seen a casting call to be in Dirty Grandpa about 6 months
Yeah.
before they started filming it. And
Wow.
I ain't never submitted my resume or anything in my
Mm.
life, and I did. And
Yeah.
I got a call to be a feature and to come up to the set and be in a Tyrone's crew. I didn't even know what it meant to be a feature in a movie or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I didn't even want to go because I had to be on set at 5:45 in the morning, and it was like
Wow.
30 degrees outside. But I
Mm.
went. I
Yeah.
got to the set. It was like 100 people out there, extras, film, dude, everybody. And you know, I went. I was fresh. I was fresh to death when I went. I had a whole suitcase of clothes in that. Because once I make my mind up, if I'm going, I'm gonna go all in.
Yeah.
And when I was there, somebody was like, "Yo, how tall are you?" I was like, "Yo, I'm 5'10", 5'11". He was like, "You're gonna be our stand-in." I was like, "Whoa, I don't even know what it is," but it was like, "Yeah, we're gonna up your pay." So I became a stand-in,
Yeah.
and then they were like, Tyrone's crew, and I was like, "I'm in Tyrone's crew too." It was like, "Oh, you're in Tyrone's crew too? All right, let's go." So I was not only in the feature, but I was a stand-in, and it was just major. And working with De Niro was incredible, and Zac Efron, they're so cool. You know, growing up, you see them on TV, you're like, whoa, but then in real life, they're regular
Yeah.
people like you and me. You know what I'm saying? So Robert De Niro, we call him Bobby D.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he's just the chillest dude you ever met. But when they say action, it's something incredible to watch. And
Yeah.
same with Zac Efron and everybody else. I was just blessed. I just be blessed, man. I just be falling into the vortex, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it
Yeah.
just so happens that sometimes I get in great positions, and sometimes I don't, but it's always a success whether you make a film or not. You know what I'm saying? If I go out and I put myself out there, it's a success. So being with them legends, that's just a blessing. Icing on
For
the
real.
cake, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Did they give you any advice?
Bobby just patted me on the back and he said, "Keep doing your thing."
Oh,
And
that's nice.
when I heard that, I said, "All right, I could do this." And that's when I really started getting serious with the acting, for real.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. I'm liking that for real.
Good
And
man.
so when it comes to the internships, how did that kind of come about? Because I'm always interested into kind of the journey of you as a person. How did that happen?
Yeah, man. That was crazy. My baby mama got pregnant.
Okay.
So I was living in Florida at the time, and she got pregnant, and I said, "All right, I'm gonna move to Atlanta and raise my youth because I'm from a family that no matter how many kids is born, you raise your kids."
Yeah.
So I had to do it. So I came up
Mm.
here, and even though I wasn't gonna be with my baby mother, I was gonna raise my kid, and she got connections too. She's in the entertainment industry as well. So
Yeah.
you know, it was like, yo, you can check out Icon Studios, which is out here in Atlanta. And
Mm.
I decided to go up there, and I got an internship up there. And then I had a connection that was a friend of my baby mother. I don't know if y'all seen Beyonce when she dropped the last joint, and she had the girl, the baton girl, the girl doing the baton on
Yeah.
stage. Well,
Mm.
well, I lived with her at the
Okay.
time, and she
Wow.
introduced me to Stevie J, the producer, and
Mm.
she told Stevie that I was a producer and I was an artist. And when Stevie found out actually who I was, you know what I
Mm.
mean? He took me under
Yeah.
his wing for a moment. And, it was just incredible. You get a couple months to be under the legends and see how they move, see how they do. And I learned.
Mm.
I learned and I studied.
Yeah.
It's never about making a track with anybody for me, or it's never about getting in a movie. It's about studying
Yeah.
the game. I'm the kind of
Mm.
dude who's I'm trying to groom more talent. I'm trying to
Yeah.
create new films as well as be in films. You know what I'm saying? So it was all about studying the legends. You know what I mean? And Stevie J, Daddy O at Studio Plex, them hip hop dudes really taught me a lot about the game. Even though I went
Mm.
in there for music, they taught me
Mm.
about entertainment,
Yeah.
and that changed my perspective on a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They always made me know that no matter what, music's always gonna be there, but you got to spread your wings. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah, man.
Wow. And so when it comes to that, would you be a director?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've been a director. I directed on. I was a. I would be contracted to associate direct on shows
Yeah.
like Monique Show back in the day,
Okay.
and CBS Sports with Tony Barnhart. When
Mm.
back in the old days, like Cam Newton won the Heisman Trophy. Um, I've directed my own, produced my own films. Got them. You can go to my YouTube page, Rubes Iggy, and you can
Yeah.
see some of that. And I'm always. They want me to get more and more into directing, but I'm still acting. You know what I mean? I still need more roles, man. You know what I mean? I still need more roles. I'm only 34, man. Like I ain't trying to direct till I'm like 45.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
You want to develop one craft before going to the next craft. I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows I'm talented. Everybody knows that I'm a good actor and I'm a great
Mm.
artist. But my job is to continuously bring content and
Yeah.
secure my legacy, and
Mm.
then I could produce some films like a Denroy Morgan movie or
Yeah.
something
That'd
like
be
that. You know what I'm
cool.
saying?
Yeah. I feel that one. I like that sound of that.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then tell us about the song "Winning." I want to know about that song and kind of how it came about, how it all happened.
winning was it was dope, man. I don't know, y'all know hip hop rapper Lil Zane. Well, his manager, Lil Zane, big up Lil Zane. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Look out for him. He's gonna be in that new 50 Cent joint that's gonna be coming out on Stars,
Okay.
the BMF project. So Lil Zane's gonna be in that. But his manager is one of my good friends, and we was working at a comedy theater in Atlanta. And Big D gave me the beat, and I was like, damn, that beat fire. You know what I mean? So I got the beat, and I went to the crib, and you know, I'm gonna roll up my little herb on, take my 2 shots, Ray and nephew, and all of a sudden the pat was started coming out on the track. You know, you know, and it just developed into that, and then the hook just started coming, winning. The energy, and the natural mystics was just like winning. It's time to win. You winning. You winning. I could feel it in my spirit, like when I was making the track. Like, yo, this track is winning. You know what I'm saying? So
For real.
it had to go down, and then, you know, I settled with the first verse, and I settled with the hook, and you know, that's when I sat down with my pen and my pad, because the first verse was a freestyle, but I always do both freestyle and so I went with my pad, and that's when I wrote the second verse, and I just wanted to be real. I gave some drop, you know, if you know the history of my family, I put a little bit of that, what happened to my granddad out here in New York, and that, you know, what happens out here to blacks all over the world, you know, just try to drop some, just be ill with it, you know, it's just flavor, you know what I'm saying? That's all, man. I wanted to mix the hip hop with the DJ with the dancehall. And I think I got away with it.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah.
Man.
And then the song Alien, I like that song.
Yeah.
I wanted to know kind of what the concept was, how it came about for that particular song.
Yeah. Well, Alien was in the midst of when I realized, I said, all right, fine, I'm going to drop a project. I'm going to start dropping mad tracks. I don't care. And the thing is, I've always been into, you know, UFOs and aliens and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I even believe I'm an alien in some kind of a way, you know what I mean? But even on another level, the alien is like a baby god. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like tapping into that, to the God in me.
Yeah.
And being free enough to say, yo, I'm an alien because I do all this. So you can hear the journey. If you listen to the song, everything I'm saying is my journey. You know, I'm a little different from the old me. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was in the kitchen having moments, but my spirit had to flip it, had to get me out. I had to get out because I was in there. I'm trying to live two different lives when one life is calling me. You know, and that's what Alien was about. And then the second verse, you know, when I jumped into the pot I was just being real. Every artist out there, all these entertainers, none of them is talking about God. I don't have no fear and reverence in God when I'm on these joints, even though I cuss in my songs and I'm shooting people in movies. You know, I don't care. I'm going to talk about God, and a lot of people is out here just in the game to try to get pom-pom or something. You know, I said that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people are frauds. I'm saying that because that's what it is. And there's only one person. Only I can say that because I'm third generation in this game. I seen it my whole life. Yeah. So that's really what that song was. And I'm here. I'm saying I'm the alien. I'm here now. You know, when an alien comes to Earth, I'm here now. And now people going to deal with Rueben.
Yeah, for real. I like that. Yeah. And, you know, I wanted to ask you this question. You know, recent events as well with the likes of George Floyd and so on. But I wanted to know about the use of the N-word and kind of your thoughts about it, because there's like a pro against it in the sense of people want to reclaim the word. And then you've got, you know, another group kind of thing saying, no, it shouldn't happen. Right. And I wanted to know what you thought.
Well, you know, the N word is a very sensitive word. It's a word that dates back hundreds of years, generations and
Yeah.
generations, and it has a lot of history. I feel like a lot of the history is known and unknown. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm.
So because a lot of the history is known and unknown, you got to be careful with it.
Yeah.
Every word is a spell. So
Yeah.
you casting something out there when you're saying something. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And you know, to us black people, you know, we use the term as a term of endearment to one another. But when it's
Mm.
said to us in a derogatory way, we know what that is. And yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to be used that way. But if we go
Yeah.
into our true ancestry and our true black history and we go into Africa and them things that we find out said a word come from the root of Naga,
Mm.
Nigeria, them things there. So I understand the word come from a word called, that means king. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
mocked us when the slave masters found that out, and they took
Mm.
us from our lands. When they beat us, they would mock us and call us the
Yeah.
N word by saying,
Mm.
just like they said to Christ when he was on the cross, "Oh, you Jesus, you the Son of God. Why don't you come off the cross?" That's how the
Yeah.
white man used that word on us. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So because that history is not all the way known, because people don't accept certain things about it, because there's such of a issue and a dichotomy with the word, we just gotta
Mm.
be sensitive with it. Because I mean, it's 2021, and nobody gonna stop nobody from saying what they want to say and how they speak or
Yeah.
whatever. It's a natural term and language, but you know, be careful what you say. You know what I'm saying? And even when black people say to other black people, we don't accept it from certain people. So you just got to be careful with that word. It's no different from saying calling a girl the B word.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all girls could go with each other like, man, oh, okay, man, okay. But the moment a
Yeah.
brother do it, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Yeah. For real.
Apply the same concept to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Or
And I know that you were quite close with Bonnie Whaler, the late great Bonnie Whaler. And I wanted to know kind of your relationship and some advice that he said to you.
well, you know, not that we was close, mate. In the spiritual realm,
Yeah.
in the energy realms, we was close.
Okay.
When I met him, Jason Minot, the son of Sugar Minot,
Yeah.
he uh he introduced me to
Mm.
Bunny and Sister Maxine Stowe, who was his mother. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I spent some time with the Minot family and Jabi
Yeah.
when I was down in Kingston. And see, Bunny Whaler is not the kind of guy who, when I was around him and just meeting him, that was gonna sit down and give me any kind of advice. He already know. I'm Denroy
Yeah.
Morgan grandson. What are you gonna say to Denroy Morgan's grandson that he ain't heard from Denroy Morgan?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But it's an energy. It's
Mm.
how he carried himself. It's
Yeah.
how he moved. It's
Mm.
how he talked.
Yeah.
It's how he just, you know, when you was around Bunny, he was holding a real vibes,
Yeah.
a true meds, and
Mm.
that's the kind of soldier, that's the kind of person you're supposed to be when you're an artist. People
Yeah.
don't even know Bunny Whaler wrote Electric Slide. People don't
Mm.
know that. And
Yeah.
to be a man who wrote one of the biggest songs in the history of Earth
Mm.
and just be
Yeah.
chilling in
Mm.
life, just
Yeah.
chilling. That's Bob Marley's stepbrother. He just chilling his whole life,
Yeah.
outliving everybody. You know, we give him his props, man. And
Yeah.
like I said, I take from all those experiences and
Yeah.
I implement them into who I am. Because,
Mm.
like you said, it's the Ruben Shaw journey.
Yeah.
This thing just started. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
you'll see as I progress in my age how I become like the elders before me in my
Yeah.
own way.
Yeah, man. Definitely. And when it comes to that and kind of taking all those experiences, what can we expect as the listeners and so on from Ruben Shaw in the future?
Man, everything.
Okay.
It's everything. You know, music. Um, everything that I did before, everybody know about Ruben.
Mm.
Except now y'all know.
Yeah.
That's the difference now. Now y'all know.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's up to me to just keep giving y'all what y'all done let me know that y'all like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shoot, they
Yeah.
like the music. Oh, so them want me upon a one drop rhythm. Guess what? I'll be on
Yeah.
that one drop rhythm in about 3 weeks. You understand? It's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Them said them want me in a new movie. All right. Well, I'm getting on a plane tonight. I'm going to audition for Kamani Marley tomorrow. That's how I'm
Mm.
moving. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I'm
Yeah.
focusing on the thing. There's gonna be a couple more movies. I already booked a couple movies that I'm shooting. I'm still
Mm.
auditioning. Like I said, I'm going for an audition tomorrow. But
Yeah.
it's all about continuing to build the content and build with the culture and the communities all around the world. I'm just trying to
Mm.
get to the level where I can come out, do some tours, come do some shows out there. I need them links. Let me come sing some
Yeah.
songs out there. I love y'all movies like Top Boy and all that. I need to come be in that episode and come shoot somebody or something. Like, come on, man. I'm trying to come shoot some movies out there. Like, that's what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you can expect from me.
For real. You know what, Ruben? From the way you are and kind of what I've seen and stuff, I just hope that you go further and further. I wish the best for you, for real.
Thank
And I
you.
really do because I can just see the energy and the positive vibes that you're bringing, and even take away the fact of you're Denroy Morgan's grandson. I think you have lots of talent as well, so
Right.
that always goes a long way. And I wanted to know, as somebody up and coming, in the movies and music. What can you say to other young people up and coming?
Grind.
Yeah.
Grind.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
work. If you want it, you gotta want it more than you want it.
Yeah.
If that, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you want it, you gotta want it even more than you want it.
Mm.
You gotta push yourself to lengths and levels that you don't think you would even do. You gotta take
Yeah.
risk. You gotta take risk. Things that some people call risk and things that you don't believe are risk. You gotta take them. Some things that you believe are risk, you gotta take them. And then you have to
Yeah.
believe in yourself. You gotta believe that you're fire.
Yeah.
The first rule is you gotta believe you're hot, even when you're the wackest dude in the room. If you don't believe you hot, nobody else gonna believe you hot. You can always work, and get better. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the first
Yeah.
thing is if you want to do it, you gotta say, all right, I'm here now. I'm doing it. That's why people like it. I said I'm here, I'm doing it, and I'm hot. And then,
Yeah.
I don't know. They, I ain't Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
For
guess
real.
what? They want to make the comparisons now. All of a sudden, now you seeing me in TV with Justin Bieber saying talking mess about Justin Bieber all of a sudden. Nah, I ain't say that, but that's what happens. That's what
Yeah.
talent does. That's what happens when you push and you think I'm mad at that. Nah, I work to get here,
Yeah.
and everybody who wants to get there got to put that same work into it. That's all you
Def-
have to do. Work, grind. That's it.
Yeah. For real. And when it comes to inspirations and influences, who are your inspiration and influences, either in the music world or video world?
First off, my main inspiration is the Almighty God. That's my
Mm.
inspiration. He gave me the talent, he gave me the gift. So
Yeah.
for me, that's who inspires me because I ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So everything I have comes from that. As far as humans, you know,
Yeah.
you know, dude, man. Uh, Shoot, there's so many, man. There's so much people, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, my family is a hell of an inspiration to me. But you know, actors. I'm gonna be honest, man. Um, Tom Hanks,
Yeah.
Denzel, Al
Hmm.
Pacino, um, Robert De Niro, obviously.
Yeah.
That's Leonardo DiCaprio. That's the creme de la creme for me. Um,
Hmm.
as far as music, it was always Prince, Michael, New Edition, Bobby Brown, that type
Yeah.
styles for me.
Mm.
Hip hop, Snoop Dogg, and all them kind of cats too. So that's what it was growing up. You know what I mean? And it continues to be that. But like I said, man, the main inspiration for me these days is just God.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. Definitely. And you know, I know we're coming to the last little bit of the interview, and I wanted to ask you, would you be up for singing a little something for the listeners out there?
Damn, you want me to sing right now?
Yeah, of course. Come on, man.
Shoot, man, I'm over here. I ain't even ready, but shoot, dang, what should I sing? What should I sing? Nah, I'm gonna hit you with the DJ shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
So yeah,
Do what you're feeling. Do what you're feeling.
Baga Kush we get higher than them. 10 freaks looking hotter than them. Full of money, full of ganja, one friend. Jam a rifle, but me have a Mac 10. Man and gal is so me have a big bed. Wanna kiss two, I grab up on head. Do it big, coming not fear for dead. Me say I'ma do it big, coming not fear for dead. Gal a car, cause she can't pay the rent. Gal a car, but me can't take the vent. Up on a mission, but I have a vision. You tryna ride, you about to play your position. I'm gon' get it. I'm gon' kill it. I'm gon' win it. I'm gon' feel it. See the word around town is that you stay tripping. If you ain't getting the bag, you might as well in it. That's all I'm gonna give you, man. I wasn't prepared. I was just playing around right there, but you already know.
Listen, yeah, you raised to the challenge. Like you said, just go and get it, grinding, working hard. So I knew you would do it. I knew you would. And you know what? Tell the listeners how they can check out your YouTube channel, all the different social medias, how they can support you as a person. How can they do that?
Yeah, well, all you gotta do is obviously if y'all on IG or whatever, Rube Shaw, REUBZSHAW. Ruben Shaw on Facebook, Rube Shaw on Twitter, REUBZSHAW. Go on
Yeah,
that YouTube page if you want to see Gotham, couple music videos and all that. REUBZIGGY, Rube's Iggy. I'm gonna say it
yeah,
again, REUBZIGGY, Rube's Iggy. And then on all streaming platforms, every streaming platform there is, type in Ruben Shaw, get that music. Google Ruben Shaw
mm,
if you want to see the movies.
yeah.
And, you know, stay out my DMs.
So you know what, Ruben? It's been a blessing and an honor, to speak with yourself. I'm loving the photos behind you. I'm liking that vibe as well.
Word. That's my family. That's my mom and dad, wedding,
Wow.
grandparents. Denroy
Yeah.
over there knows, man. You already know you got to be in that kind of energy. Surround yourself with the good
Yeah.
energy.
For real, I like that. And so I guess the last thing is to say, kind of just keep doing what you're doing. I'm a supporter of you. Any new music you got, send it my way. All the tunes you sent me, I've been playing on. People have been loving the vibes and the
Word.
energy. And just keep doing what you're doing, and I know you will. So it's been a blessing for real.
Bless up, man. Respect, DJ Kat. It's been an honor. Yo, have me back on here in a couple months.
You got it. You got it. And you know what? I'm looking forward to yourself, bringing new music, going into new films. I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got for the future to come. Definitely.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. For real.
Nah,
Thank you.
take care.
Bless up.
Nah.
Bless you too. Bless up.